morning, dear friends, and welcome to this module. Having discussed the nuances of computer mediated communication, today we shall look at the concept of technical communication in detail. We will also try to differentiate and thereby outline various facets, types, and uses of technical communication in the context of online modes. Over the last decade, the term technical communication has undergone several reevaluations and redefinitions owing to technological developments in media. Let us first look at the broader scope of the term. The term technical communication refers to the process of exchanging technical or specialized information amongst individuals or groups of people to help them interact with technology or solve complex problems related to it. It is a broad field that involves the creation and dissemination of information related to technology and its uses. Technical communication involves two aspects of writing: one that communicates work or is associated with the workplace, and secondly, the aspect that focuses on technology or the technical subject matter, that is, the core technical content. Technical communication shares with various types of audience the knowledge of or actions related to tools, systems, and procedures. It should also be differentiated from other forms of communication, such as business communication or literary or subjective communication. Dissimilarities lie in difference of purpose, immediacy of communication, and identification of audience. The first aspect, writing for or in the workplace, is often narrowly defined to organizational communication. But some scholars argue for a broader view that includes private settings such as homes as well, especially after the pandemic. The second aspect, that is, writing related to technology, is often limited to specific branches of science, engineering, or technology. But at the same time, it also includes knowledge, actions, and tools that are conducive to the generation of document as well. It encompasses a range of written, oral, and visual communication that helps people interact with technology in an effective and efficient manner in the context of evolving digital tools and, of course, with their help. Therefore, documents that we often use, for example, user manuals, interactive simulations, videos, and tutorials that enable digitally enhanced learning, or collaborative tools within workplaces, social media blogs, and all forms of technical documentation fall under the umbrella category of the term technical communication. So, we can say that at its core, technical communication is about making complex information accessible and understandable to a wide range of audiences. And that is the basic purpose of technical communication, in fact. The idea behind technical communication is to pass on information in a manner which is easy to understand, which does not have any time gap between communication and understanding, and which is targeted to specific audience groups using different techniques. A technical writer who creates a user manual for a new software and a project manager who uses technical communication skills in order to communicate the goals and progress of the project are both engaged in forms of technical communication. Both roles demonstrate the skills in the field of technical communication, but their contexts are different. The technical writer focuses on creating user documentation for technology, while the project manager communicates information about the project and fosters collaboration among stakeholders. We shall be looking at a video in the next slide. In this video, Dr. Bruce Lambert explains, using an example, how simplification of complex information is the cornerstone of technical communication.
So if I were to focus on features in describing my research, I might say something like, I can take two drug names in either the orthographic or the phonological representation. I can then use a variety of different orthographic and phonological similarity measures, compute a numerical similarity score between those two representations, and use that similarity score to predict the probability of confusion. I can then use that probability of confusion, compare it to the actual probability of confusion in the real world, and validate my predictive index. So that's a description of the features of my system in language that no one could really understand. Or I could say something like this by focusing on the problem and the benefits. About 4 million times per year, people walk into pharmacies in the United States and they walk out with the wrong drug. One of the main reasons that happens is because drug names are so similar that they're confusing. Out of these 4 million errors, a significant number of people get hurt because they take the wrong drug or because they fail to get the drug that they need. My work helps fewer people get hurt. So that's it.
The availability of digital communication tools in the 21st century across the spectrum of human interaction has led to the development of technical communication as a nuanced mode of communication. It can easily take various forms, including written documents, presentations, videos, and other multimedia formats. The content of technical communication can target different types of audiences, specialists, journalists, hybrids, etc. And sometimes the same content is to be shared with multiple target audience simultaneously. And therefore, it plays a crucial role in helping us understand and use technology effectively in our daily lives. We can say that it also involves translating complex technical information into a language that non technical individuals, for example, users or consumers, can easily understand a particular technological idea or, for that matter, more specifically, a product. It also helps to bridge the gap between technical experts who design and develop technology and the end users who interact with it. This can include instruction manuals, online help guides, user interfaces, as well as other forms of communication that aid in the use and understanding of technology by diverse societal segments. Therefore, technical communication now involves the use of digital tools to convey complex information in a clear and concise manner. It supports the successful integration of technology into our work and personal activity. Digital tools and platforms that offer a wide range of connectivity services have changed the way people communicate with each other. These tools have made collaboration also easier, especially when working across different schedules and different time zones. As a result, technical communication has become a critical skill for individuals working in various industries, including technology, academics, governance, engineering, healthcare, and finance, etc. And it leads us to the concept of technical competence. Technical competence refers to the knowledge, skill, and abilities required to perform tasks, solve problems, and achieve results in a specific technical domain. It encompasses a wide range of factors that contribute to an individual's effectiveness in a technical role. Technical competence can be said to be a combination of knowledge, skills, problem solving attitudes, adaptability, and effective communication within a specific technical domain. There are three essential prerequisites to achieve effective technical communication. Primarily, we can say that it is based on one's own subject area. The subject competence refers to a comprehensive understanding, knowledge, and expertise an individual possesses in a particular subject area. A high level of knowledge and understanding of the subject area, including key concepts, theories, terminology, historical developments, and latest inputs as far as the research is concerned are the basic requirements. Subject competence calls for the ability to analyze, evaluate, link together information, interpret it, and also ideas related to the subject area regarding the futuristic developments. This involves the capacity to think critically, identify patterns, and draw connections. A competent professional possesses comprehensive knowledge of the subject matter. Challenge is to present it in a proper and timely manner so that people can understand it without any time gap and without any revision. So, competence is also the ability to formulate research questions, to design appropriate research methodologies, collect and analyze data, and draw conclusions. It is a foundation for further specialization, research, and professional development within a specific subject area, particularly when we talk about actively seeking opportunities to expand our knowledge and skills through various channels. And we can also say that our subject competence is often assessed through examinations, research projects, practical demonstrations, presentations, and participation in different type of events related with our core area. Technical competence, particularly in today's world, when because of the digital means available to us, communication is very quick and immediate, is not limited to static knowledge only. It also involves the ability to adapt to evolving technologies, methodologies, and practices. In short, to stay updated with the trends in industry as well as in research. Within the framework of technical communication, linguistic competence refers to an individual's ability to effectively convey complex technical information using language which is appropriate and audience centered, and an awareness about the changing and fast evolving communication techniques. Among other things, it also includes maintaining consistency in the uses of terms, referencing to the abbreviations, and adhering to established standards about references and other details of documentation practiced within the field. Also, when adapting the document to wider audience, it involves avoiding the jargon, explanation of technical terms in a proper manner, understanding the background of the target audience, identifying the context within which the technical content is being shared, using examples if required, and employing an easy and perhaps in everyday language to enhance clarity and accessibility, empathizing with the requirements of the audience continually. It also suggests that as a writer in the context of technical communication, we should also be aware of the level of digital competence of the target audience. In the next slide, we have a video. We are referring to a video of a linguist, Dill Himes, who has expanded upon a concept of Noam Chomsky. Chomsky has talked about linguistic competence, whereas Dill Himes is introducing the idea of communicative competence. Communicative competence is using interpretive skills to create and connect with others.
For this reason, he developed a theory of communicative competence. A language user needs to use the language not only correctly based on linguistic competence, but also appropriately based on communicative competence. He developed the four components of communicative competence: linguistic, sociolinguistic, discourse, and strategic competence. Linguistic competence is the knowledge of the language code, not only grammar, vocabulary but also phonetics and the writing rules. Sociolinguistic competence is the knowledge of sociocultural rules of use. Discourse competence is the knowledge of how to produce and comprehend oral or written texts. Strategic competence is the ability to recognize and repair communication breakdowns before, during, or after they occur.
Linguistic competence in technical communication combines domain specific knowledge with effective language skills. It enables professionals to convey complex information accurately to ensure user comprehension and facilitate successful communication. Today, online communication has evolved to adapt verbal language to reflect speed and diversity. Linguistic competence becomes even more important and critical in these contexts. While creating technical documentation, we must also use a clear and logical organization, providing step by step instructions, incorporating visual aids of diagrams where appropriate, and using the links in an effective manner. It also involves checking for grammatical errors, ensuring a consistent language use, and improving the overall quality of written or spoken technical communication. In global context, linguistic competence in technical communication also considers cross-cultural aspects. An awareness of cultural norms, idiomatic expressions, and potential language barriers ensures effective communication across cultural boundaries. In cases where technical communication needs to be translated or localized for different languages or cultures, linguistic competence becomes even more critical. Translators or localizers must possess a deep understanding of both the source and the target languages, along with the technical subject matter to ensure accurate and effective communication across different linguistic and socio-cultural contexts. The idea of organizational competence refers to our ability to effectively plan, manage, and execute technical communication projects within an organization or team in a lateral or upward or downward manner. Technical communication projects often involve multiple resources such as subject matter experts, writers, editors, designers, and a person who can use different software tools, which entails effectively allocating and managing these resources. Facilitating effective communication, establishing workflows, and coordinating efforts to ensure a smooth collaboration and integration of different components of project. Organizational competence requires actively engaging with these different and diverse stakeholders, seeking their input as well as seeking their timely feedback and addressing their requirements as well as expectations during the continuation of the project. In some industries, technical communication must comply with specific regulations, legal requirements, and standards. So, we must ensure that the technical communication materials adhere to these requirements and remain in compliance with applicable guidelines or regulations. This also ensures that the correct and up to date versions of technical documents are accessible to all relevant stakeholders and any changes or updates are properly tracked, reviewed, and approved. Technical communication involves a range of elements designed to efficiently deliver intricate information to a specific audience. Let us now attempt to summarize some of the notable features of technical communication that characterize its efficacy. When we talk about the features of technical communication, we can list them as being empathetic, contextual, supplemented, and engaging. Now, what do we mean by these words in this context? Our writings should be reader centered. That means that we must recognize the technical level of our audience and adjust to it. The extent of the background information which has to be supplied, as well as our identification of the requirement of supplementary information, has to be done at our level. We must remember that the onus of clear understanding of the document by the reader or the audience lies on us as the writers of a technical communication piece. The onus of understanding in the context of technical communication is never with the reader. And this is the primary difference between literary and business communication and the features of technical communication. Reader centered documents concentrate on providing information that helps people learn, perform tasks, or make decisions. While technical documents can still have a distinct personality or voice, the focus is on delivering information that is not only useful to the readers but also an objective one. Technical documents prioritize the needs of the readers over the writer's personal thoughts and emotions, unlike literary pieces. The subsequent section of this course will emphasize the importance of reader centered writing and designs to help you grasp this concept in a more comprehensive manner. Our technical writing should be clear, concise, accessible, as well as organized. When we talk about the clarity of a document in the context of technical communication, we mean not only a suitable and clear language which is devoid of circumlocutions and the use of jargons, but we also refer to a clarity of organization in which different portions of the write up are properly managed as per our identification of the reader's requirement. That also suggests that instead of writing lengthy and verbose technical passages, we should be able to write in a concise manner which passes on only the required information and does not have any fuzziness. This enhances the overall user experience, saves time and effort in searching for relevant details, and increases productivity. The accessible and efficient communication, in fact, is not an abstract concept. In cases of lawsuits, inaccurate, unclear writing is treated similarly to any other defective product or liable to injury, damage, or loss. And particularly in the context of digital mediums of communication available to us, clarity as well as efficiency and accessibility have become the core concerns now. So we can say that a well crafted, accessible, and efficient technical document demonstrates professionalism and expertise. It also enhances the reputation and credibility of both the document creator and the organization they represent. Technical documents nowadays are often produced by team efforts. They are normally not created by a single writer nowadays because they are complex because of several factors we have already discussed. The teams which are responsible for producing technical documents can be organized in different ways, together at a single site or location, or they can be virtual teams. The collaborative and interdisciplinary nature of technical document production recognizes the complexity and interdisciplinary nature of the subject matter. It also allows for a comprehensive and well rounded approach to developing our documents. Team collaboration enables the pooling of knowledge, skills, and resources to develop comprehensive and accurate technical documentation. Nowadays, our documents, in the context of technical communication, can be delivered either in a paper or in a digital version. They now have the flexibility to be delivered in different media formats, which allow for different methods of consumption and access by the target audience. Therefore, we must have the ability to consider the page design and make appropriate choices regarding the media format. We should be able to think how the content will be presented visually, ensuring readability and user friendly navigation in digital formats while also considering the potential requirements of print formats. By leveraging different media formats, technical communicators can reach a wider audience, cater to diverse learning preferences, and enhance the usability and accessibility of the information they want to convey. It emphasizes the need for technical communicators to possess an understanding of how different media choices can influence the effectiveness of their communication efforts. So, online platforms and forums serve as hubs for technical discussions. These platforms, such as Stack Overflow, GitHub, Reddit, Quora, and specialized industry forums, provide a dedicated space for individuals to engage in technical discussions. Users can also post questions, share insights, and participate in conversations related to specific technical topics, tools, programming languages, or industry specific challenges. Online platforms and forums provide immediate access to a vast amount of information. This accelerates the learning process and helps individuals find solutions efficiently. Such online platforms and forums also facilitate networking and collaboration among technical professionals. Users can connect with like minded individuals, industry experts, and potential collaborators, leading to opportunities for joint projects, mentorship, and career development. And it has brought about several major shifts in today's context. Platforms like Microsoft Teams, Slack, and Google Workplace provide real time document sharing, video conferencing, and task management capabilities, allowing geographically dispersed teams to collaborate seamlessly. Presentation softwares like PowerPoint and Prezi enable technical communicators to create engaging and visually appealing presentations that enhance understanding. Virtual and augmented reality systems, along with the advancements in machine translation and natural language processing, have further improved the accessibility and accuracy of technical communication across language and cultural barriers. We can say that technology is reshaping the forms of technical communication. Conventional practices in technical writing have to accommodate these digital changes. Digital changes have added to the accessibility and efficiency of communicating complex technical information. Global communities linked together through digital technologies have led to the sharing of social, political, and financial interests that transcend regional and national boundaries. By effectively communicating research findings and innovative solutions, technical communicators can raise awareness, mobilize support, and encourage collaborative efforts to tackle these challenges on a global scale. Translations of research papers and technical documentation make technical knowledge accessible to a wider audience, allowing researchers from different linguistic backgrounds to contribute and learn from each other. In conclusion, we can say that technical communication plays a crucial role in establishing standards and ensuring interoperability across different countries and industries. This allows for a seamless communication and integration of systems, products, and services on a global scale. It further fosters localization. Technical communication helps overcome language barriers, allowing products and information to reach a broader global audience in their own languages. Successful collaborations in such settings require communication that embraces and reflects this diversity. Technical communication thus plays a vital role in technology transfer, enabling the dissemination of advancements from one region or country to another. It also helps in fostering economic development and progress worldwide. The COVID 19 pandemic has highlighted the dependence on digital tools across workplaces as well as essential role of technical communication across workplaces. In the next module, we shall discuss it further. Thank you.